You're watching Rock the Block Daily News. In today's Daily News headlines, we have a lot of regulatory updates for you guys. As you know, India's banks have broken all ties with cryptocurrency. If you are dealing with cryptocurrency, they are not going to lend you money or help you do the fiat to crypto transaction. Very similar to what China did, except China had a nationwide blanket on all cryptocurrencies and ICOs. However, this blanket ban on India is not permanent. In fact, the finance minister has said that, hey, you know what, crypto trading is just trading, and trading itself is not illegal. What they are concerned about is that money laundering laws and where the source of funds is, which is understandable. But FUD being FUD, when you talk about a ban in crypto, it affects market prices. And coins, ICO from India are taking a massive hit. People are losing money because of that. However, that may be reversed soon when India finds a nice middle ground to support it. Although India Federal Bank isn't very happy with that direction. It's not just India that has a ban on crypto. Looking near Singapore, Philippines as well. Our friends from Philippines have also banned ICOs and crypto, but there's news from Philippines that they are allowing just very limited crypto exchanges to come in, but they must pay a licensing fee. And the amount of money that the country stands to make is almost $64 million. That's what they say. And thing is, ICO needs to be asset backed in Philippines, and Filipinos are not allowed to partake in ICOs. Now, all that regulatory shutdowns for cryptocurrency is a direct contrast of what French Finance Minister Jean-Pierre Landau has said about cryptocurrencies and regulations. He believes that regulations is doing more harm than good for the crypto scene and the technology in general, because regulations are preventing innovation and evolution of such great technology from evolving. And he also stated that regulators don't really know anything about cryptocurrency to be in a position to put down regulations. And human beings are not about to take your regulations and laws that you put down and all of a sudden we just go to turn belly up and say, oh yes, we give up, regulators, you are right. No, we're going to find ways of going around it. And then people are just going to play the game of going by the book, but just going around it. Like securities, for instance. A lot of these tokens out there are actually security tokens. But what do? Oh, we're going to force a shoehorn it into a utility approach just to get around the securities law. Now that's making life very difficult for people and slowing down innovation. Another famous person, the co-founder of Google, his name is Sergey Brin. He and his 10-year-old son are mining Ethereum, and recently they were invited to go on Richard Branson's blockchain retreat to be one of the panelists. And in fact, he said that this is the future of technology, and it's like how it was back then when all these geniuses and early movers got onto the bandwagon. And that's pretty much how the early people in technology made all their money, and how innovation just fly, and everyone else who was scared to come aboard just lose out on the race. So if people like that are talking about the blockchain and looking at it for the future, are you just looking at the price charts today and looking at how much Bitcoin has been battered in the last couple of days and go, oh my god, this is a bubble and we don't want to support it? So just think about that for a bit. Although not so much an Asian perspective, but Irish millennials have made the news. 300% of these millennials have recently come on board the cryptocurrency bandwagon. And in fact, the millennials are crazy about it. They don't really care about risk. They have too little to lose anyway. But we see a huge influx of young people coming about blockchain and cryptocurrency and adopting it. So on one hand, you have regulators trying to shut it down, federal banks trying to shut it down, people saying it's dangerous, it's Ponzi, it's a bubble. But the young people are picking it up. And people who are savvy about technology are saying it's the greatest thing since the internet. So looking at both sides of the coin, you make your decision on where you want to stand, because as far as I would like to advise you is just put a little bit of money in. I'm not asking you to invest. This is not about gambling. Invest in the technology, invest in something you like. And it's almost going to be like how Amazon back then or Google back then, where it was just penny to $1, and you could go in then and 10 years from now and see where it stands, right? And for the final piece of news I have today, someone has came up to call Warren Buffett a dinosaur and said he knows nothing about crypto and investment. In fact, Warren Buffett himself have over time declared that he only invests in things he understands. So in that sense, if he doesn't understand crypto, and most people don't, in fact, how many of us really understand cryptocurrency and blockchain, he's not about to invest, and you shouldn't take his advice for it because he has made some bad decisions in the past and he has came out to openly confess about it. So if you look at cryptocurrency landscape and the industry that we are in, this isn't a tulip at all because people are creating jobs in here. It's a career for them. There is real work being done in the cryptocurrency space. It's still very early right now, but there's been a lot of progress technological wise. There's a lot of progress right now, and we're still at infancy stage. So really, don't look at what you see in the papers today on mainstream media and look at the Bitcoin prices and just kind of assume that this whole market is dead. Alright? And that's all I have for you for Rock the Block Daily today. Catch me tomorrow on Rock Your Worldview, where I talk about currency and fiat and the intrinsic value of that money you have in your pocket right now. Is there really some value to it? Well, all of that and more on Rock Your Worldview tomorrow on Thursday. I'll see you guys. Rock the Block Live is a broadcast channel for the busy crypto enthusiast who wants fast-paced and thought-provoking news on the go. If you like what we do and want to show us some love, you can follow us on Facebook, subscribe us on YouTube channel, and join our online community. Details and more information in the links below.